Okay, Asia session live. Currently looking at Nikkei. Nikkei had a strong breakout at Tokyo Open. Did not see that coming, so was not able to catch that move. And now I'm just waiting for a pullback to continue that move up. So I like this on H2. We broke out. And for me to enter these markets, I want to see price come down, fake out a low, and then take this back up. And we have not faked out a low until just now. We're breaking out of a high, and now first time we're faking out the low. So at this point, I'm interested. We have a breakout bar in the H2, trend retracement setup. Everything I'm looking for is valid here on the H2. Bullish directional bias, momentum time frame trigger that previous day high, currently in bullish breakout. Market expansion, we're above previous week high, above previous day high, breakout bars. There are ranges here. We're outside of this smaller range of the H8. But we are inside the range on the weekly. But we're so close to that high, have not triggered either side of it, so I would expect price to continue up just a little bit more. And so I'm looking for continued buys on this one. So this star icon, that's a trend retracement setup. Trend retracement setups, I want to see hard time frames push strong in one direction, which we have. And then I'd like to see a breakout bar on the H2, which we have as well. Then I'd like to see price retrace back to that breakout level, fake out the momentum time frame, and then take a trade up to the previous H2 high and possibly further, probably to that higher that range. And so I trade trend retracements on the bar itself. I trade that H2 bar on the M2, and I'm essentially just waiting for price to retrace to that breakout level, fake out the momentum time frame. It's currently in breakout. I do want to see this faked out, and then looking for one of my cycle entry patterns, alignment patterns, I mean. So we are trading in a breakout move, a trend breakout on the H2, and I trade trend breakouts as breakout cycles. So we have a breakout on the higher time frames, and I'm looking for a reversal, continuation pattern, or a pullback pattern on the momentum time frame. And so right now we have that breakout level up here, M30 breakout level, and we got below it. So this at the moment, not that one. At the moment, I'm seeing a pullback pattern, breaking out of a high, flipping that breakout level, and then if we fake out this low, that's a fake out retracement, and the safer move would be that pullback continuation above that M30 breakout level. However, we are 8 minutes to the new M30, and so I would love to see this M30 close in breakout, bearish breakout, and if it does that, this M30 breakout level gets pushed down, and then I'd be looking for a reversal pattern instead. This one over here, breaking out of a low, faking out the low. I need to see rejection, and then flipping that breakout level is a false breakout. So that's what I would like to see. Let's see if it can stay where it is for the next 8 minutes here. So M15 is false breakout move here, so maybe I can get in a little bit earlier than that M30. And the H1 is also the same thing. Breakout bar, looking for trend retracement. I can see that there is a range here on the M15, and we're triggering that low of the range. So if we can get back above, then I wouldn't mind taking an early entry here. Okay, I'll put that there. Kind of in the middle of nowhere here. Don't really like that, but it is a fast moving market. And so let's see if we have momentum shifting back up. So this is what I'm waiting for, trend retracement on the H2. And let's see if this plays out. Hopefully this will stay where it is in the next 7 minutes or so. Okay, so that's it. And let's see. Okay, so this thing does not look like it's gonna stay down. So I'm gonna enter this continuation here. I like the M1 over here. I wanna see continuation, 10 second, 15 second closures above this level. Otherwise, no entries. So I'm just looking at the timer over here. Okay, so nothing yet. 15 second closure. All right, so no entry there, inside bar, that creates a range. And so this is kind of a very annoying area for this to be in. So now, same thing, I'm waiting for either a breakout of the high, really close to that high, but I am looking for a move to complete that range. But obviously, I prefer price to continue on down. And so the process repeats now. I'm waiting for that momentum time frame to be triggered. I don't touch anything at all unless one of these momentum time frames get triggered. If you can get above that M30, then I don't mind taking it, but I would prefer it to come down. One of these areas. Okay, so still waiting here. M15 range high. We are at the low. Yeah, so just need to wait and be patient about this one. Okay, so here we have closure here, looking for continuation. So we have closure on both on M2 as well as the M1. So same thing. I just want to see 10-second, 15-second closures above. Still nothing yet. 10-second closure, faking out that M15 high. So this process of waiting for that 10-second or 15-second closure, it's more just so I don't just enter anywhere. I need to really think about it. It's kind of like the last line of defense for me. So I don't have any impulse entries. Just have very strong process oriented entries. Okay, so we're pushing up. Okay, I'm just going to pause it. Okay, so that ended up failing. And now it's back to that range low. So let's see what happens here. Getting too close to that H1 bar. Okay, it's breaking out. So no trades. Gonna wait until the M30 closes. Hopefully this gets pushed down. And then I'll reassess again at the start of the new hour. All right, so that H1 bar just closed. Don't really like what it did here on the H2. It flipped, and so now we have a trend pullback set up. So I don't mind trading that one when you flip breakout levels, but these ones you have to be a little bit careful because technically the time frame is bearish. So I'm taking almost a counter trend trade almost to realign with it. Don't mind it so much because we're still above previous week high. So what I'm looking for right now is for price to continue on down and show me rejection at the low. Now, technically, we do have rejection here on H2, but in order to take a setup, a trade on the M2, I want to see price come down and reject that H2 and then I'd be looking for a flip of that M30 breakout level. It's a little too far. I wouldn't really want to take a trade like this, so I probably won't be looking for an entry here. Something else I have to be careful about is that the H8 closes in less than an hour. So most of the time, these bars are going to be retracing. And if I get in too close to that closing time, I'm going to find myself in drawdown in the next bar. If you look at all these bars, most of them have top wicks, bottom wicks. And so I'd rather wait for that next bar to create its bottom wick and then take a trade from there. So two things again I'm looking for: trend pullback, want to see price retrace here, and then if it flips M30 breakout levels, if it's not too close to the new hour, then I don't mind taking it. But otherwise, I think I'd rather wait for this H8 bar to close, and it has to close above previous week high. If it closes above previous week high, then I would still be looking for a buy. But if it gets under the previous week high, there's no way I'd be looking to buy that. Setup on the H8 would be a trend retracement. It's going to be a breakout bar, and I'd be looking for, well, I'll talk about that if it happens, but I'd be looking for a trend retracement on the H8. But right now, immediately, I'm just thinking about this trend pullback. Nothing here on the M15. Yeah, so want to see price come down, trigger this low, and then flip breakout levels. I would love to see this breakout level get pushed down even more. So let's see what happens. But if it does do that, it's too close to that H8, so I'd rather wait. Okay, H8 bar just closed above previous week high. So we're still bullish on this, looking for a trend retracement move here. Trend retracement, want to see price get down to that breakout level really far away here. Don't really like that, but it is above previous week high. So this is a key level that I could be looking at. And what I'd like to see is a fake out of the H8 low, which is right here, and then flipping that H2 breakout level would be the trade. I'd be looking for a move like this. Stop loss at the low of the H8 bar and take a move all the way back up. So that's what I'm looking for on the H8, where I trade on the M5. On the H2, we have a setup as well. We still have bullish bias here, but we have a bearish breakout bar. And so when that happens, I'm looking for a reversal setup. So we have a bullish bias, but a bearish breakout bar. What I want to see is price come down, fake out the H2 low, and then look for an entry here up to that breakout level. Right now, that range is a little bit small, so I wouldn't be looking for a move like this unless I drop down to maybe a seconds time frames, but I'm not going to do that. Just going to wait until price flips these breakout levels and then look for a move back up to the next breakout level or even higher than that. So two moves I'm looking at. Let's see on the H1, is there anything here? H1 is the same thing, bearish breakout bar, looking for a reversal from down here. Okay, so it looks like all of them are all kind of have the same entries. So if price can get back above here, then I'd be looking for a buy, but only if I see rejection. Right now, the market is pushing down. I want to see the market reject that move down. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for. I'm done with my session here. Right now, it is German Open, so there is still volume here. If I see momentum, then I'll go for it. If I don't see momentum, then I'm not gonna try to force this. If there's no momentum, there's not gonna have a flip of that breakout level. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for, and then I'll prepare for a London session very soon. Okay, so price has come down, showed me that rejection that I'm looking for. Now it's flipping these breakout levels. Gonna get in on the 1 minute here. Time is still okay, 30 minutes away. I don't mind this one. So just waiting for price to close above These are all false breakout moves, false breakout, and this one's a trend breakout. Flip that breakout level and continuing up. Let's see if there's continuation here. Looking for 10-second and 15-second closures here, looking at that timer, and we got it. So price continued on up, taking this move to at least the H8 high. It's first target, and then we have the monthly range just a little bit higher, so maybe go for that one. The range is probably could have gone in earlier, but it is kind of a weird time, or not the usual time that I trade. I usually trade at London Open here, but was sitting and watching this, and it is giving me a nice little move here. Okay, so that's it. Trend retracement move on the H8, and let's see if this continues up. Okay, took its sweet time, but finally made its way to the previous H8 high. I'm gonna have a quick look, or a closer look at this M1. If it starts to flip, then I'm just gonna take my profits. Gonna set this to breakout bias once per bar. So whenever the M1 breakout level gets triggered, and I'll know, and I'll just exit. Okay, London pairs starting to move, but it's actually already late, so probably won't be trading that. Okay, gonna wait for the exit. Exit for sure would be at this range high, but if it starts to reverse, I'll get out earlier. Okay, hit TP over here and done with this trade. So this was a Asia session trade on the, I believe it was the H8 if I'm not mistaken, H8 breakout, trend retracement, false breakout entry. Got a bit of drawdown, but that's why I keep my stops at the low. The whole idea is that I'm relying on these higher time frame traders to continue pushing this move up and faking out these momentum time frames and flipping breakout levels. This gives me confidence that I've caught the low of the H8, and in this case I did. And yeah, that's it. So that's a trade, H8 trend retracement on Nikkei.